Hello, my fellow seekers of wisdom. Welcome to Students of Wisdom. Today, we're diving into a topic that touches all of us, regardless of where we are in life: friendship. Specifically, we'll explore 7 Stoic rules for finding and maintaining true friendships. Friendship, like many things in life, can be misunderstood. We often think that to have friends, we must always be agreeable or never face conflict. But the Stoics, with their timeless wisdom, taught that true friendship is not about avoiding discomfort or seeking only those who make us feel good all the time. Instead, it's about finding and nurturing relationships grounded in virtue, honesty, and mutual growth. So, let's explore what the Stoics have to say about this vital aspect of our lives. Rule number 1: seek quality, not quantity. Let me start by sharing a story about a Roman emperor who knew quite a bit about friendship, Marcus Aurelius. As the leader of one of the most powerful empires in history, Marcus was surrounded by people constantly: courtiers, advisors, and military leaders. But in his personal journal, Meditations, he reflects on how important it is to choose friends wisely. He didn't seek out many friends, but a few good ones. He valued quality over quantity. Why? Because true friends are rare. Not everyone we meet will share our values, and not everyone will be the kind of person we want to walk through life with. Stoics teach us to be selective. A large group of friends can sometimes dilute the meaning of true connection. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." By becoming someone of virtue, you'll naturally attract those with similar values. In modern life, it's easy to fall into the trap of collecting friends like followers on social media. But the Stoic lesson here is that it's far better to have 1 or 2 friends who truly understand you, support you, and challenge you to grow, than to have a crowd of acquaintances who do little more than occupy your time. Rule number 2: embrace honesty and openness. The second rule of Stoic friendship is to value honesty above all else. A true friend will tell you the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic teachers, taught that honesty is essential for real friendship. He said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." This is where many friendships falter. We want to be liked, and we want others to think well of us, so we sometimes avoid difficult conversations. But Stoicism teaches us that true friendship isn't about pleasing others, it's about helping each other grow in virtue. Imagine a friend who constantly agrees with everything you say, even when you're wrong. It might feel good in the moment, but over time, that relationship does nothing to help you grow. Now imagine a friend who gently points out when you're veering off course. That's a friend worth keeping. Take a moment to reflect on your own friendships. Do your friends challenge you to be better? Are they willing to have difficult conversations for the sake of your growth? And equally important, are you that kind of friend for them? Rule number 3: align your values. The third Stoic rule for finding friends is to seek out people who share your core values. This doesn't mean you must agree on everything, but the foundation of your friendship should be built on a mutual understanding of what matters most in life. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, talked often about the importance of values in friendship. He said, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." For the Stoics, friendship wasn't just about companionship. It was a tool for moral improvement. A good friend helps you live according to your principles. Let's consider an example from my own life. Years ago, I had a friend who I spent a lot of time with. We got along well on a surface level, but our values were completely different. He was more focused on chasing material wealth, while I was trying to live a simpler, more virtuous life. Over time, the tension between our different values began to grow. Eventually, we drifted apart, and while it was difficult at the time, I came to realize that this was for the best. We weren't helping each other grow, we were pulling each other in different directions. When your friends share your values, it's easier to walk the same path. You support each other in staying true to what you believe, and you can count on each other in times of difficulty. If you're enjoying these lessons, don't forget to subscribe to Students of Wisdom. We're building a community of thoughtful people who strive to live with virtue and wisdom every day. Join us on this journey. Rule number 4. Practice mutual support. Friendship, according to the Stoics, is not about one person benefiting from the other, but about mutual support. A good friendship is one where both people help each other become better versions of themselves. Marcus Aurelius said, "Don't expect too much from others, and accept what happens with equanimity." This doesn't mean you should have low expectations for your friends. It means you should understand that real friendship is about giving, not just taking. There was a story in ancient Rome about two friends, Damon and Pythias. Pythias was sentenced to death by the king for a crime, and he asked for permission to go home and say goodbye to his family before his execution. Damon offered to stay in Pythias' place as a guarantee that Pythias would return. If Pythias didn't come back, Damon would be executed instead. The king was amazed by their trust in each other. Pythias returned just in time to save his friend, and the king was so moved by their friendship that he pardoned them both. Now, this is an extreme example, but it illustrates the Stoic principle that true friendship involves deep trust and mutual support. You may not be asked to lay your life on the line for a friend, but you will face situations where your support makes all the difference in their lives. A real friend stands by you not just when things are going well, but especially when things get tough. And in return, you must be that rock for your friends as well. Rule number 5. Be reliable. Reliability is another cornerstone of Stoic friendship. You can't build trust without it. Seneca reminds us, "The friendship which can cease has never been real." What he means is that if a friendship is easily broken by minor inconveniences, it wasn't a true friendship to begin with. Think about your own friendships. How often do you follow through on what you say you'll do? If you promise to be there for someone, are you? Reliability builds trust. And in a Stoic friendship, trust is everything. If your friends can't count on you, what kind of friendship do you really have? Now, none of us are perfect. There will be times when we can't be as reliable as we want to be. But the Stoic approach is to always strive to be the kind of person who others can depend on. The more reliable you are, the stronger your friendships will become. Rule number 6. Don't fear conflict. It's easy to think that conflict is a sign of a bad friendship, but the Stoics taught otherwise. Conflict, when handled correctly, can be a sign of a strong friendship. If two friends are honest with each other and care about their mutual growth, disagreements will naturally arise. And that's okay. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we speak." This means that in a friendship, it's important to listen during conflicts rather than simply try to prove your point. I once had a disagreement with a close friend about a decision I made. We argued for a while, but as we both calmed down, we realized that the argument wasn't about winning, it was about understanding each other's perspectives. We walked away from that conflict with a deeper respect for each other. So, don't be afraid of disagreements with your friends. If you approach conflict with patience and a willingness to listen, it can strengthen the bond between you. Conflict isn't the end of a friendship, it's an opportunity for growth. Rule number 7. Cherish your friends while they're here. Finally, the Stoics remind us of a fundamental truth: everything in life is temporary, and that includes our friendships. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." This includes the privilege of friendship. In Stoicism, we practice the idea of memento mori, remembering that we will die. This isn't meant to be depressing. It's meant to remind us to appreciate the time we have with the people we care about. Your friends will not always be there, so cherish them while they are. I've lost friends over the years, some due to distance, some due to misunderstandings, and some to life's inevitable changes. But one thing I've learned from the Stoics is that while we can't control the permanence of friendship, we can control how we cherish those friendships while they last. These 7 Stoic rules for finding friends remind us that true friendship is about quality, honesty, shared values, mutual support, reliability, embracing conflict, and cherishing the time we have with each other. Finding and maintaining friendships in life isn't about always being liked or avoiding discomfort. It's about growing together with virtue as our guide. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about applying Stoic principles to your life, be sure to subscribe to Students of wisdom, we're on this journey together, and I'm glad to have you along for the ride. Remember, the Stoics taught that friendship is one of the greatest gifts life has to offer. Nurture it, protect it, and let it help you become the best version of yourself. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay wise,